weather on the 6s.
Well, good morning and happy Thanksgiving there, Coastal Bend. Getting a live look out at Snoopy's Pier Skycam thanks to Matthew CCAC. Starting to see just a glimpse of the sunrise coming up. A few clouds out there. The water's nice and calm and also nice and cool out there as we're starting off in the 50s for our Thanksgiving morning. But looking back at the past 10 hours, it's been a decent cool down. We were in the 60s still at 8 p.m. last night at that 65-degree mark. Seen that good 10-degree drop, 55 around 6 a.m. Reading about 57 now, just bouncing around a little bit, but we'll see if we can shave off another degree or two as we go through the next 30 minutes. 49 off to the northwest there in George West this morning. 51 the number for Cotulla as well as Beeville, then a little warmer along the coast. 62 over in Port Aransas and at the Naval Air Station. Kingsville coming in at the 56-degree mark this morning. But comparing ourselves to the nation, really not too bad here in the Coastal Bend. Looking off to the north, Denver 19 degrees. Bismarck there, North Dakota 17 degrees, and then off towards the northeast, Cleveland coming in at 30, San Antonio there 50 degrees. So not too bad as you work your way into south central Texas, but still nice and cool compared to what we've been used to here these past few weeks. For our dog walking forecast today, we've got Cash and Sunny on the board, getting into the Christmas spirit, but I think going through the Thanksgiving holiday looks like they're pretty thankful for each other. And those temperatures for this walk this morning, 61 by 9 a.m., getting to those lower 70s by the time we're heading out for lunch towards that noon to 1 p.m. hour. Winds out of the northeast going to be around 10 to maybe even 15 miles an hour as we're heading into the early afternoon, but quite a bit lighter than what we were witnessing yesterday. Either way, just a little bit breezy out there into the afternoon. Daytime highs not too bad at all, though 73 to 4 degrees by 3 p.m. or so here in Corpus Christi. Those winds going to continue to bring in that cool and dry air today until we start to see that return flow working into the area by tomorrow. Forecast highs in your neck of the woods, a couple 60s on the board, 69 expected for Rockport and Port Aransas, and off towards the west as you work your way towards Freer and Hebronville, maybe of those some of those upper 60s, but lower 70s elsewhere as we work into the rest of the Coastal Bend. Either way, can't really complain about too much in the weather world as we're going into the holiday. For our upper level pattern, you can see this core of cold air that sent that cold front our way yesterday, continuing off to the east coast is what we're seeing with it. But by Saturday into Sunday, that's where that next shot of cold air in the upper level starts to work in. So Sunday is what we're really anticipating for that next cold front's arrival here in Corpus Christi before we see a reinforcing shot of that working into early next week, potentially even bringing the upper 50s back to our area as we go into that Monday and Tuesday time frame. For our forecast high temperatures, you can see that pretty well. The little bit of a roller coaster we've got going on. The 80s return by Saturday, Sunday back into the 60s. Monday and Tuesday looking pretty cool before we go into later next week. Going to start to warm back up towards average, if not just a little bit above average as we're heading into the next weekend. For our future tracker out there, nice and calm out there today. As we go into the overnight hours and tomorrow, start to see a little bit more cloud cover working in, but really tomorrow, that's where we start to even see a little bit of a rain chance returning to the Corpus Christi area. Just this very isolated brief showers going into the evening. As we go into the overnight hours, the potential is there for a couple of isolated storms to start setting up with some more unstable air in our region. But as we go into the rain chances, that's going to be where we start to see them peak by Saturday, Sunday, even into Monday. Not a total washout, but we're still going to take every drop we can get with over 10 inches to go to make up for the rainfall deficit so far this year. And looking at our 7-day forecast, I'm definitely excited about the below average temperatures making the return to the area by early next week, but then we're going to come right back up by Wednesday.